think we have a problem.
Hello, Rick.
Hey.
Well, I want to welcome you on our anniversary podcast episode number 10.
Oh yeah, that's it. This 10's the first double-digit number. We did it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
You've been busy, I see.
Yeah, while you were away.
Well, I was in my slumber. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that since this current episode of Droid Pit podcast, you will be more active in the X-Wing field.
We'll see. When I start becoming more active in X-Wing field, strange things begin to happen.
Now, well, I hope everything will be okay this time. And I know that you always wanted to be like shadow ruler of X-Wing, dealing behind the curtains.
Why wanted? I am, actually.
But now you're here.
Yeah, somehow Palpatine has returned.
Yeah.
Well, I want to introduce you properly to our audience. Rick Antilles is my dearest friend, and we together managed to not to rule, to guide our Russian community of X-Wing for several years straight until something happened. I don't know what. But yeah, I'm really glad that you're here with us.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thanks for the introduction.
So, how it's been without X-Wing for a year?
Well, I can say that I don't miss looking at the IMG design choices.
We are doing it for you.
Yeah, so it's been well all right, but I think I'm starting to miss playing X-Wing. Actually, I haven't played for almost a year. Didn't touch it. Didn't play on TTS. Didn't paint it. The only thing I did, I updated the 2.6 core rule set for guys when they asked me a couple of weeks earlier, and that's it.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Like, I know that you are still with us.
Yeah.
Even if it's 2.5.
Yeah, absolutely. But in John Wick 1, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
That's good to hear.
So I have some plans in the near future when I move the places. Maybe I'll start some local games with Kaliningrad buddies when I move down there in autumn.
Are you going back to Russia?
Yeah, actually.
Well, I hope some action will start.
I hope X-Wing action will start. Not other action. Because I have a joke that the first time I tried to make our city open, St. Petersburg open, it was in February 2022, and the war started.
Yeah.
So I canceled.
Not a good time.
Yeah. Then we thought about making nationals that were usually held in autumn in Russia. And I was preparing them, and then mobilization started. And the last time that I took part at any X-Wing, I was updating the 2.6 core set rulebook, and the mutiny started in Russia. Actually, on the day that I released it. So I tried to be very cautious about X-Wing, but
that's why you are moving to Kaliningrad, to small Russia.
Yeah. It's surrounded by very, very angry NATO. so I feel safe there. Actually. But all joking aside, yeah, I was thinking about making some local games when I moved there because the guys there still very active in person. They moved on from X-Wing, they play in Legion, but I have some inclination to combine maybe X-Wing and Legion for a narrative campaign,
Ah, sounds good.
spanning several, I don't know, weeks or months. Maybe creating some robust rule set, like branching tree that can produce some stories on its own.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
it's very early in development.
That would be great. I think that every player wishes for something like that, like combining Armada, X-Wing, and Legion all together.
yeah.
And Star Wars Rebellion.
Oh,
You're playing
Like
Star Wars
Infiltrate.
Rebellion,
quite a plan.
then moving on to Armada, then X-Wing, then for Ground Battle Legion.
So while in Legion evox fighting stormtroopers, someone infiltrating the base of Imperial Shield.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
I don't know. Maybe I'll start playing Legion for Evox. We had a joke that when Evox will come out, I don't know if they have been released. Uh,
I think
looking
so.
at, yeah. So maybe I'll try to play Legion with Evox.
While we are
I
on
don't
the
know.
while we're on the topic of spin-off modes, I saw somebody creating a crowned X-wing crowned battle thing. That sounds looked very nice. You had the X-wing miniatures and the RT-80s and the STs on the ground and infantry.
Oh yeah, I've seen in homebrew section somebody
Yeah,
making up tanks for separatists,
yeah,
like a
something
spider
like that.
tank and a rocket system with the roundy wheels.
Hellfire toys.
Oh yeah,
That
I
beauty.
love it.
Yep,
Well,
like the
if we started talking about homebrew, maybe we'll should look into recent updates from AMG, Time Bombers.
yeah.
It's better than looking at Dash.
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll come to that.
yeah.
So
We'll come to that.
for you, my friends, and for listeners, I am sharing cards on the screen right now. So we have 4 standard loadout cards and the contents of the box. It's actually a box of 2 chips, 2 Tie Bombers. And if I'm being correctly, they are going to be released on the 30th
30th September. I
yeah, 30th
can,
September.
yeah. And the legacy points will come 2 weeks after the official release date for the listeners. Like, I think that's going to be the standard schedule for anything. Basically, we will make an announcement, but for people listening, anything, if you see some article or some new product coming, you can be sure that we will cover it like 2 weeks after release as like a normal schedule. So we have a bit of time. Yeah. And if the AMG doesn't put you or doesn't spoil anything, we still have 2 weeks to work it in.
Yeah. The previous releases were released. Sorry, after 2 weeks in the previous months, previous releases also.
So yeah, legacy release then when it comes out 30th September. No, 9th, 30th September, which would mean
Middle of October.
middle of October for legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
So,
like to commend you guys on keeping the light on the rebellion.
Thanks.
I haven't looked at the points, but I think we've been doing great work. integrating the new stuff.
Thanks. Really means a
Thanks.
lot.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to looking at the points and doing some leaks.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
please
Yeah.
report some feedback from
Yeah,
the games.
definitely.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Then do we want to
Yeah,
start with the standard
yeah, let-
bomber, standard loadout?
Yeah, let me go through the contents real quick, so we are on the same point. The box contains 2 ships. It will contain all the pilots from the conversion kit, so Deathfire, Captain Eunice, Tomax Bran, Major Reimer, and also 2 copies of each generic pilot, so Skimitar Squadron pilot and Gamma Squadron Ace. That's a relief.
No, kills it generics. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. AMG including generics.
Yeah.
Didn't
Why?
expect that.
Because maybe it was a leftover cards
Probably
from
too.
conversion kits,
Yeah,
and
could
they
be.
just repacked them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also this the box contains 4 standard loadout cards for named
Yeah.
pilots, of course, and all of them have separate abilities, completely new ones,
Yeah.
and also a lot of baked-in upgrades.
Yep. Like how it's custom with standard loadouts. What I'm really interested in was this and the other pack, if AMG will have custom upgrades, or if all the new upgrades will be just baked into the standard loadout.
I think they won't be releasing any separate upgrades. It's pretty efficient. You don't need to pay any artists for art to make a card. You just make a text and bake it into a standard loadout card, like
Yeah.
with sticker missiles on dash or something like that.
Yeah. Expecting
There is no
the
room
same.
for preacher. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what do we have new here?
What do we want to start?
I
Just
know
like
there's so many things.
yeah.
Do you have pictures before you?
Yeah.
Okay, then pick a card and describe it, and we'll discuss it.
Okay. I will start with Jonas. No, with let me Weimar. It's basically, I think, the most. Oh, I start with the text. It's the TIE Bomber Initiative 4. While you perform a torpedo attack, if the defenders in your bullseye, change 1 focus to crit result, and then the bomber ability that you can top devices using the bank templates.
Yeah, it's unchanged.
Yeah, that the Justice ability is the same. Then the upgrades are transporter torpedoes, automated loaders, which I find really interesting. After you perform a primary attack, you may spend 1 charge to perform a reload action.
One charge.
One charge only, and then afterburners. I will discuss this. First the standard loadouts. I like the standard loadouts because normally the advanced proton torpedoes have the disadvantage that you need to reload after a shot, but with the automated loaders you can do it in the same round. And yeah, having 2 crits in 5 dice attack sounds really nice.
So it's like advanced proton torpedo being combined with the proton cannons with the ability of the pilot.
Yeah,
basically.
And actually, what in the left side legal version, where only the pilot was open slots, you can get up to 3 crit results with marksmanship on advanced proton torpedoes, which sounds nice too.
I played against TIE Bomber with missile spots, and they were pretty efficient with their barrel roll into red target lock. And his ability, like a free focus mod for the crit result, I think it could be fun.
Yeah.
So you basically fly toward the enemy, shoot an advanced proton torpedo, reload it, and the next round you make a turn, shoot it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you keep a lock.
If you have the lock, yeah, you need to.
Oh. If your dice are not cold, you will keep the lock.
Of
I mean,
course,
at least
yeah.
you have one more mod. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I personally I think that like free easy actions without no consequences are not good for the game balance itself.
Yeah, I think that's the theme with the latest. It's they are really strong. Yeah, generally.
I think
And
the whole idea here is just to make him use his advanced proton torpedo twice and then die. Because if you don't give him a free reload, then he will probably die in the next turn, and that's it.
yeah,
Because you can shoot through him, through any TIE bomber, pretty fast.
Yeah, but then I think we should to take in account that these ships are supposed to be flying with the scenarios, and often you have like 3 scenario tokens scattered around the field, and the one round major rhymer can be defending one spot and then turning hard right and like moving with afterburners and defend the other point in the center, for example,
And then
using
the game ends because you have 5 rounds.
but then this
On
I
average.
think that this free reload is what's for.
yeah,
Oh, maybe.
that could be. Yeah, but from I picked it because I find it really nice ability. It's like you said, it's really free actions with no consequence. That's the downside, but dropping so many crits on people sounds nice. At least for someone doing it.
Yeah. So Rick, do you want to pick next?
Yeah, let's do Deathfire, my favorite TIE bomber for Aces High. Actually, my favorite pilot for an Aces High game.
Of course.
Yeah, so we have Deathfire, Initiative 2. His ability was changed. It says, after you fully execute a speed 3-5 maneuver, if you haven't dropped or launched a device this round, you may spend 2 charges to drop or launch a bomb using a 3 straight template. So he has 2 charges, 1 recurring. Yeah. And he has baked in upgrades, swift approach. During system phase, after you drop or launch a device, you may perform white barrel roll or boost action even while stressed. So it's not new, yeah, I think.
It's new.
It's new.
It's new, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
like totally made up loadout. Great.
Okay, then he has corner nets and then proton bombs. And that's it.
Yeah, so it's like 1.0 tribute for dropping bombs as your action in activation phase.
Oh yeah. It's like Miranda in bomber form. TIE bomber. We turn in a Miranda, we turn in a TIE bomber. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So launching a corner net after you move can be pretty nasty.
Yeah, because you know the exact positioning.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not a mine, so it's a mine, so you can't launch it with the fire ability. He can only launch
bomb.
mines.
Ah, yes.
A bomb, yeah, okay.
So it's
So
only 4
proton-
proton bombs.
So a proton bomb. Okay, so we take him in form of left side legal and equip him with thermal detonators. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
fun begins.
Yeah, at least he is initiative too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's especially against swarms, and you move second.
Yeah, and
Have
you
fun.
equip other people with some ping devices for free locks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's a really good ping or enabler for pings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
you
would
wanted you wanted thermal detonators for double drops or just for 4 bombs overall?
for double drops
Yeah.
to maximize the area.
Yeah, but he can only launch launch it
One bomb.
forward. Yeah, 1 bomb, and the other can be dropped like one or two back.
Yeah.
Because both bombs have to be placed with different templates.
Yeah, but he's nimble.
If you would drop a device
Yeah.
in a straight temple, so it's only for dropping.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, still, I think thermals, if you have him in the middle of
Yeah,
an
sure.
area, it's still I think you are not totally wrong. It's a really nice ability to basically cover like half of the map if you have one group of enemies there and another there, and he's in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it can be nasty.
Yeah, I mean it's nice that it's at least speed 3 to 5. I also find it quite cool that in 2.5 they banned trajectory simulator to get it right back.
All right, it
But
was banned.
it's banned. But
That's
yeah.
curious. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
to get it. It's
yeah,
one chip. Yeah.
I want to look at Captain Jonas then. It's the most curious one for me because, first of all, yeah, Captain Jonas, and also all of them have different titles because it's not like a recreation of standard cards. It's like totally new cards.
Yeah.
His title is top cover. Basically, it's the name of his personal talent. Yeah, Initiative 4. After you drop a launch device, gain an evade token. So you already can see where it is going.
Once again, left side legal and detonators.
Yeah. That, by the way, internally has really. That's I think that's one of the pilot where the cost is most discussed because two evades per turn.
Yeah, and you reload 2 thermal detonators per turn, and they still explode.
But
do damage.
Perhaps
and he doesn't care.
Perhaps you should tweet to the listeners the ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also he has a white reload action on his action bar.
Oh yeah,
the only one from the quartet. So his
let me say that we should be very careful about white reload action because that action actually might be red. Because
no, we already have standard loadout cards with different colored actions. Like
yeah, I know, but MG, we should be cautious until we see the final printed product.
Even that, it's not the foolproof.
Yeah, that's a good point.
we should look into the rules forum. Yeah,
Okay.
so his title is top cover. Also, his talent is top cover. After a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 defense, if you have not dropped or launched a device this round, you may launch a device using 3 speed, bank, or straight template. You ignore the effects of friendly devices. That's interesting.
Yeah.
When I only started playing X-Wing, and I had only the core set, and I was dreaming on buying TIE bombers and other TIE fighters. I was thinking, wow, that would be really cool to have trajectory simulators on TIE bombers, so I can really spam this thing. Well, then actually I found out that you can't put simulators on TIE bombers. That would be a very silly idea, but I find some similarities in thinking in this design.
Yeah.
So this card was made by a true fan.
Oh yeah.
Or a player who has only the corset.
Yeah, I imagine them sitting in the office having only the corset and trying to make up what's it should be looks like.
Yeah.
That would be cool to have a built-in trajectory simulator. Oh no, that would be too powerful.
Well.
So I'm mostly fascinated by the part you ignore the effects of friendly devices.
Oh man, that will be
Yeah, that's
could
huge.
be yeah, huge. And
So, for example, can you move through a friendly mine and not causing it like explode?
no,
Or
I
what?
think you should.
Only the effect.
Yeah,
Only the
you
damage.
set it off, but you
Okay.
still trigger to explode.
Well, electroproton bomb.
Oh,
How do you like that?
that sounds nice. I mean, a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 can be behind you, and it's in the engagement phase, and you can be relatively forward, and if you are near the edge of range 1, even all the ship behind you shouldn't be hit. But especially that's in the engagement phase is very
No,
trigger.
what's the engagement phase? Oh, you ignore the effects it's a separate clause. It's not tied
Yeah.
to engagement.
Yeah, but you can, for example, you can drop it in the engagement phase and be basically spear of the formation and not care too much with the electroproton bomb.
Yeah.
And
also,
then
he has a barrage rockets and proton bombs.
oh yeah,
Just for the record.
yeah, yeah, and then you have a swarm and 5 ships roll because he is initiative 4. Roll weapons disabled and nobody can shoot.
But then I think we are being dragged by the coolness of these upgrades, those upgrades, because it's only on standard loadout card and it has proton bombs. Only them.
Yeah.
So if we are playing left side legal, there is
you
no
are
top
right.
cover.
So you are right. Yeah, sorry.
Even we got excited about it.
We got too excited because.
So one can say it's even balanced. It's a balanced card. So you take the left part, it is a bit manageable. But maybe the other, it's like you go take probably taking a weight, always take a focus, always shoot barrage rockets, and ignore your proton bombs.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward.
Here.
So what are you saying is they are designing standard loadout cards with legacy in mind?
No, I think it's just a side effect. I think they are designing their standard loadout cards to be not to be overpowered, but to be one-trick pony. Like, here's the hero. he can do this thing, and that's it.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like, the point of my joke was that they are
Yeah, I know.
making the left side legal so powerful outside of.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
Try to
That's
balance that.
Well, maybe somebody in AMG wants to see wants to see how you guys manage to balance the left side legal part.
who knows?
Maybe that's the challenge.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think. But so far, I think we will be able to balance it somehow. But yeah, it's good that top cover is not a custom upgrade.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I think that is for quite a few of these.
Yeah, the top cover is like supernatural for bombers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we have
Um,
one pilot left. Maybe we should play rock paper scissors for it.
Well, I can take him.
Okay.
Don't mind.
Okay.
you
You do
can-
it.
yeah,
So
do
it's
it.
Thomas Bren, Initiative 5. So his ability is now after you perform a barrel roll action, which is white, you may spend 2 charges. If you do it, gain a focus token. So he has
So
2
one
charges.
every 2 rounds.
Yeah. So he has new baked in talent called True Grit. It states that at the end of the activation phase, if you're not trained, you may gain 1 train token to remove a non-lock red or orange token. He also has plasma torpedoes, and he has iron bombs. So on Initiative 5, all you do is take a full mod.
Yep.
You make a barrel roll, and 2 charges, gain a focus token, and lock your enemy and shoot it.
And then
Yeah.
you can remove your like your stress, the strain, and
Yeah.
the blue maneuver, which
Yeah.
gets rid of the strain.
Absolutely.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's one of the best alpha strikers, I would say.
Yeah, you obviously you have to plan a barrel roll beforehand.
Yeah.
But
Which
that's
makes it,
not so hard.
and I think it makes it interesting. Normally, when we have seen bombers for example, the team tournament, it was in a swarm. I think Tormax and Jonas are perhaps at least Tormax is a really good ship on his own because he needs the space to barrel roll.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But if you're playing a swarm of TIE bombers, you don't really have a synergy that needs to be maintained on like range 1 or 0
Yeah,
or
that's
something
true.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that we will see any swarms of TIE bombers in 2.5 because there are only only heroes exist,
Yeah.
no more generics. So
Yeah.
But
Tomax looks cool, like a flanker who can even dodge some fire. That is
yeah.
very uncommon for a time bomber in 2.0 because you just take it and fire away.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
combined with Jonas, I actually kind of like a bit of the theme that you have these bombers who are really self-sufficient. In contrast to, for example, the other ships, the other pilots, or some of the other pilots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That can be interesting if you use them as
Yeah.
like So basically, I flew lots of TIE bomber slash TIE aggressor swarms in my days, and usually it was Jonas with a bunch of guys because he needed energy.
Yeah.
So now you can just take two bombers and play them separately and see
Yeah,
what
of
works.
course.
It's a good change of pace.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm looking at some battle reports from 2.5 from time to time. I'm just used to be subscribed and to several channels, and I often find that ships are flying on their own, like separated from the group, and yeah, that fits.
Yeah, that's Hero X-Wing. So
Yeah, and I think like
absolutely.
and yeah, like you if you in context of that makes the abilities make even more sense.
Yeah.
And the context, yeah. Basically, you can, for example, have a squad of 4 all flying on their own, more or less, except perhaps Jonas, and yeah. And in 2.5 you have enough points. In 2.0, 2 probably, but in 2.5 to especially to have just another good chip besides the 4.
Mhm. Can you remind me of a disciplined talent? What does let you do? Barrel or boost?
Barrel on boost is hope.
Okay, so you can use it on left side legal Tomax brand to gain a focus, for example.
No, it's lock. You get a lock.
No,
For
I mean it's two
discipline.
actions. It's you decide between two actions. It's like reposition and the mod.
Yeah.
So if it's barrel, you can trigger brand's ability.
I know what you say. Yeah. That's a really nice trick. You don't have to get the stress.
Yeah, Rick, do you remember what it is? Boost to barrel.
I'm looking at it because I can't remember stuff nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Father time is catching up. So discipline.
Yeah, so it's a
Discipline.
barrel.
So yeah, that's a barrel roll or lock.
Yeah. And also I think that we have some crew um Moff Gergerot. No, it's a boost.
Yeah.
As a
Did we
boost.
have
Okay,
someone with
sorry.
a barrel? I think not.
What do we have to? Yeah.
Yeah, no other crew lets you do a barrel.
Yeah.
Maybe you can use Lambda with the title
Oh,
ST321 and coordinate. Like, you can do a barrel with Lieutenant Sai, for example. Yeah.
yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, especially with I don't know with bomb throwing abilities and a Lambda near it. That sounds very nasty because you can get full mods and throw a bomb.
Yeah.
And that in the engagement phase. Oh, and just thinking, the Initiative 4 could also be nice because then the quits from the proton bombs hit better, because if you have an I5, you can strip the shield first, and then another ship gets shot, you drop the bomb, and because the shield is gone, the quits isn't absorbed by the shield.
But the bomb detonates in the end of activation phase.
Yeah. at which they will be fent.
Yes, so if you launch it, it just sits
Okay.
until the next activation phase.
But still very strong.
Yeah. Maybe if you encounter someone with a snapshot, for example, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
or foresight.
Oh yeah, please attack me. You get a bomb.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Maybe we should switch to the next release.
Yep.
Oh, my poor boy.
Yeah, YT-2400. It's being released at least.
Yeah.
Well, someone can buy it, actually buy it, even if it's not containing the right cards.
Okay, I'm getting the picture.
Yeah, so the YT-2400 is has less content in it, but I guess it's the same size, but it's only 2 cards for the rebels and 4 standard loadout cards, 2 by rebels and 2 for scum. So now you have the ship for scum faction too.
Yeah, and because I saw a question in the chat, of course the old one, we aren't replacing the old one with a new one like AMG.
Yeah,
both will get points and still be looked at.
Yeah,
in
I
the
guess
future.
the old ones will be banned in the 2.5 even after their release, of course, because they reworked this ship, as you can see. So let me go through the major changes. Now the ability of the chassis itself reads not sensor blind spot, but reads sensor blackout. And they actually made it worse for the ship. So while you perform a primary attack at range 0 to 1, you roll 1 less attack die. And by the way, it's bow tie with 3 reds now, not 4 reds. It's less menacing than it was before. But Sensor Blackout also says, while you defend at range 1, you roll 1 less defense die. So previously it was only the decrease of an attack. Now it's also decrease of defend.
Yeah, the blackout has gotten worse. Well, before it was a blind spot. Now it's the entire ship as a blackout.
Yeah. Personally, I think that this ship and Dash especially was scary, but he was manageable. So it was a really tough ship, but you needed a high skill level to play it properly. And you obviously had a chance to kill it. Fair chance.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I agree. I think it was. I can see where for some players it might have been a bit frustrating, but yeah, you can. It was a ship that's really like a tank, and yeah, you like you said, it was definitely manageable. It was just
matter of skill.
Yeah, it was a matter of skill. And for the price, half the list, it did make sense that it was so strong because that was one of your 2 ships.
Yeah, it was that time where maneuvers and target priority really mattered.
Yep.
The old ancient times.
I mean,
no, it's nowadays.
Nowadays.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No worry. Yeah, I quite like. Actually, considering that we still have the old version, I like this version because it's basically a new ship in a way.
Yeah,
it's like a light like a light version,
It's like a
and
scam falcon.
yeah, it's like a scam falcon. And yeah, then there are for the packs you have 2 customizable pilots and 4 standard loadouts.
They also
And
have new abilities, like regular ones.
yeah, that's basically like for 2.0 it's basically a new ship. Who wants to start with the standard loadouts or the custom?
Oh, I mean, we should start with the regular ones.
Yep. Do you want to
Okay,
start?
I can start. I can start. So, for if we are talking about Dash, they reworked him in the context of new rules, and especially new obstacle rules, because his ability now reads: during the engagement phase, you ignore the effects of obstacles that you are overlapping, and what it means that
You
you can
can
shoot.
shoot.
Yeah, you can shoot, and now you cannot shoot while you are overlapping, like not overlapping, while you are being at range 0 of an obstacle. You cannot shoot, even on a cloud, gas cloud, or debris cloud, and that's why they made it that way.
Yeah, that's true. It is a way better ability in 2.5 than it's in 2.0.
Yeah, for sure. And they tried to make it less menacing and less forgiving for the pilot, because you are no longer ignore obstacles while moving.
Yeah. Which on the old, I still think it's a good ability because it made the ship and the pilot or more the pilot really unique and stand out from other big like battleship type ships like the Falcon or so.
Yeah,
But
and it has weaknesses too, like the
yeah,
OG version, because you can bump him on an obstacle, on an asteroid, and he cannot shoot.
yeah. And if you only have 2 ships in a list, that's not good. But yeah, the new one like that for 2.0 is worse, but it's still interesting. Like for it's adds another flavor.
I think that it will be more popular in wild space, where
Yeah,
there are
wanted to say.
scenario environment setups with a lot of asteroids.
Oh my god, was a 10 asteroids environment. This will be funny.
Yeah.
Because I mean, because there you can set up a wall of obstacles, and normally it's a really big thing to break up storms. If you time him right, you can just
You can hide them inside
yeah,
the
you
asteroid
can
field.
hide him and just be on it and then go over it and nothing happens.
But you still roll for the obstacle effects.
That's no, you ignore the during the gate. No, if your base is fully inside or the obstacle is fully inside your base.
If you are overlapping, so
Yeah.
you need to end your movement on one of them.
Yeah, and if the guide
No. It's during the engagement phase.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
so it's only for shooting.
Okay. But still funny for all the asteroids.
So, Tony, what do you think about it? About this version? Would you like to try it?
Depends on the cost. Well, the only thing I like about it that it's basically a new ship. So maybe if it costs way less than Dash OG, then there might be some interesting combinations in the list. But
I know.
they really tried to take all the piece out of the old hound, so I don't like that. I flew lots of that in my days, and that was fun. And actually, one of the best games that I ever had was playing against Dash and Koran.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, me
Oh
too.
yeah.
That was an epic game that I
Yeah,
lost.
Oh yeah.
But that was really fun.
I was
Oh
playing
yeah.
against the same person, the same list in the same tournament in the finals, and I did not lose.
Hmm. Yeah, I actually two ship lists I really like, two or three ship lists I like to fly against, because it's really interesting. Few ships, like if you have like two or three ships it feels different. For example, when the ship is damaged, and when in contrast to like a TIE bomber, because that's a huge deal. Every damage is a bit more rewarding than if you have 5 ships. That's what I like about flying against 2 ships. And like you said, it's really coming down to maneuvering, because you are flying against 2 ships, and you really need to build your kill boxes and everything.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I think that we said enough for about Dash.
yeah.
And if we switch to Libo, I think that his abilities unchanged. Is it true?
I think the OG Libre will spend any token.
Any token? Let's
No,
check
no,
it.
no, not a calculate.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
if you
checking it.
no. If you spend the calculate token, gain 1 calculate token. So yeah, it's
So it
it.
was exactly like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same one, and I guess
Yeah.
they made it as a tribute to the original one, because the standard loadout one has more synergy with calculates.
Yeah.
But I guess
Um,
you can put C3PO or something like that on a standard card to
yeah.
get more calculates.
Can I do the standard? I have
Oh yeah, of
some
course,
ideas.
of
Yeah,
course.
go for it.
Okay, then let's do Libo Scum. And it first of all, it's yeah. Let me see something. Wait a minute. Want to look up something. Okay, yeah, and okay, the other variables. Yeah, I like that. Scum gets now this ship too. I have to say, and it really enables some things. Okay, the standard loadout is Libo. At the end of the engagement phase, you may spend a calculate token to acquire a lock on an enemy ship at range 2 to 0. It's the same sensor blackout, chassis ability, and the upgrades are efficient processing. After you perform a calculate action, gain a calculate token. Then Zika missiles, like a new missile type, spend 1 charge. During the modifier text die step, you may spend up to 2 additional charges. Change 1 I result to a hit result for each charge spent in this way. And then, yeah. And then the last thing, the Outrider, they added a new title. The old one, of course, will still be playable in 2.0. The new one is, while you perform a primary attack at range 3, roll 1 additional attack die. While you perform an attack that is obstructed by an obstacle, you may change one of the defender's evade result to I result, which is really nice. Which also we are thinking about, perhaps if the title is a custom upgrade, perhaps it will only be playable on the new one. Who knows? Maybe because the juke on a 4 dice attack is hard. But okay.
It's like
I
Trick Shot and Juke had babies.
yeah, but the trick shot was a lacking one because it's only at range 3. um, yeah,
It like escaped after the babies were born.
yeah, it escaped. Okay.
Went
So
out for a breath.
yeah. Okay. So I like I like the new title. I have to say. I like it more, or I like the two effects that they are different, and you have to be at range 3 to get the maximize the full potential out of it. I think
Basically,
that
it's how the old dash meant to be played at range 3.
yeah. And with the new blackout, like it's much more emphasis on the range 3 staying far away. And I don't know, the Seeker missiles have a very nice synergy with Lebo. Considering that
3 dice forward arc.
yeah, basically, it's nice. At least with that, I think that's a benefit, at least of the 3 downgrade to 3 attack dice, that the missile is like more interesting, because at 4, yeah, it wouldn't be so interesting. But what do you think for the standard loadout?
I think that you've missed some details on that card.
Okay.
Actually, Liba in the Scum and I guess the Rebel standard loadout version have a linked red rotate to the target lock.
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah.
So there is more synergy to it than you have expected.
Oh, yeah. That's there's more synergy, definitely.
So,
yeah,
for example, if you're flying at initiative 3 and you have no idea where your opponent will be, you like take a target lock for the like forward shot and then rotate your bow tie to the sides, and you're ready to shoot in every direction.
Yeah.
But actually, you flying this ship, you have bow ties not in the front, but on the side.
Well,
Like
me,
always, because
me,
you're
maybe.
moving around.
Me, maybe, but I've seen players play differently, and that's what I love about X-Wing. Different players, different play styles, different experience.
Yeah.
So you actually suggesting pointing your guns forward and moving forward towards enemy in a ship that doesn't like to be at range 0 to 1.
Well, it's really hard to fly that way in the scenario context where you need to get close.
Yeah, it's easier in 2.0, definitely.
Yeah, and the faster the better.
Yeah. And for the left side legal version, I think he is really interesting and can because you can the efficient processing, you can have the IG
2000.
Yeah, to IG 2000 because that's the efficient processing is the second part of his ability.
Wow.
And and then you can have triple zero. So if you have someone at range 1, you can mitigate it a bit.
You're defending with 1 green and shooting with 2 reds.
Yeah, but at least you are getting something. You can mitigate a bit the downside.
Well, I'm sure some players will come up with some nasty combos with the left side legal. Because of course, Scum need new ships. There are not too many Scum ships in the universe. It's a small faction. actually.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a small fraction in Excel, so it needs more ships.
And they have so few big ships.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Basically,
yeah.
every ship in the universe is a scum ship if you make it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or scum. Remember, or scum.
Or scam, yeah,
Or scam.
absolutely. Oh,
I
that's
think.
a great
Are
way to use it.
there any immediate combos for left side legal that are jumping you or at you that I missed?
I don't know. I think that standard loadout Libo ability is not that great. Like
Yeah,
Well,
you can double more.
it's good for the standard card, so you can
Yeah.
always have a lock, basically.
but you don't have the OG Libo ability where you gain additional tokens after you spend them, so you can be depleted of calculate tokens and no
Come on,
token to spend.
you're a 10 health ship with 2 greens, with 5 rounds. You can take some damage.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
It's the damage rate. So if you can take one, calculate and hoard it till the end of engagement phase, so to have a lock, that's the best solution.
Yeah, maybe.
Just don't fly too close, or you will burn.
Yeah.
And what's interesting, you can't have 2 standard loadout pilots on the YT-2400s because both of standard loadout cards has Outrider title baked in, and also Libo upgrade on the dash.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I don't think that.
Ah.
I think that this will be the situation as intended.
I think they were planning that in the first place.
Yeah, I think they want it to only be able to the standard loader to be flyable with one.
Yeah, since no generic, while we are seeing them in the TIE Bomber expansion pack.
Yeah, which I'm sure will be costed fairly.
With the fair
Sorry.
loadout
Do you have
Yeah.
a picture of the back of the box?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I have it, so I can show it.
Can you show it?
Yeah, give me a second. You can
Sure.
you can talk about Dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
While I'm
Okay.
doing it.
Let me read him. So Dash in it for himself. His ability is after gaining a red token as a result of moving through or overlapping an obstacle, you may transfer that red token to a friendly ship at the range 0 to 1. It has the sensor blackout, baked-in ability, and other upgrades. Mercenary. After another friendly ship at range 0-2 is destroyed before it is removed from the play area, transfer one of its green tokens to yourself. He has Seeker missiles, just like Libo. He has Libo. And what does the Libo do? After you repair a damaged card, you may perform an action from your action bar. And he has the title Outrider, exactly the same, but the font on the mock-up cards is different, is of different size, so I don't know. It drives me nuts.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it is the same, but it looks not the same. So 2 ship cards, new standard logo. So no generics, no generic pilots like for bombers.
Yeah, it's 4 settled doubts and 2 ship cards.
Yeah.
And 8 upgrades.
Eight upgrades.
Yeah.
So maybe new title
That
as a separate card
well,
or not?
I can't say for sure.
could be, could not be. Personally, I'm leaning. They are going through an effort to really make sure that you only can play one Outrider. Of course, you can make it unique with its two.
Oh, maybe it will contain the title by the old one. that would be very funny. Because I'm sure they have extra cardboard from the old pack. But you don't need to make a new card. But I've seen they are making the new designs for separate upgrade cards, like using full-blown art on the back and changing some design of the card also. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Well, we'll see soon enough where the leaks will be raining on us 1 month prior to the release.
Yeah.
Does he have the same release window as Time Bombers?
Yeah, same day. End of September.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure will there be a alpha clustering this year.
I'm guessing. I mean, if they are releasing these packs so late and we have no spoiler article, perhaps in December for Christmas.
Yeah, maybe they are playing it for Christmas because it's the rarest ship.
Yeah.
Maybe some card packs.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Actually, when do the card packs come out? I thought there were some. Mandalorian, or was it a tournament pack?
It was a prize kit.
It was a prize kit.
Yeah, and we should see another battle pack. The Battle of Endor. Yeah. With another wedge, another Luke.
Hey, yeah.
Card, yeah.
We have like 4 Lukes in 2.0 then. 4 Luke's X-Wing, if I'm not mistaken. The standard loadout, left side legal, normal. And
it's ridiculous.
it's on the first Luke. With probably another ability and everything. But yeah. So
which Luke are you playing? Which Luke are you playing?
I have no idea.
Some Luke.
I have no idea. It is reworked PNP PDF version of the 5th Luke from the 4th battle pack.
Oh, I just came up with an idea of a tournament where you are able to build your list only with the pilots which occur more than 3 times in in the X-Wing, and you shuffle them. So you have random Luke, random Wedge, random someone else.
Oh man, when that is something I think we really, that would be something probably very well attended and nice. Just for the after September, having a random tournament where the squads you have are random. I remember some German tournament where it was like you get the ships, you can get rid of all you can change the loadout of the ships, but the ships are settled, and the pilots would probably fun to do that again. I think you could change one pilot, but not the chassis or something. It was fun.
Cool.
And I got handed GUI, but never flown the Star Viper before.
Star Vipers are cool.
Yeah. Okay, then let's get back to the dash render.
Okay.
Is there anything else for him?
No. From the upgrades, everything is, yeah, we said everything. But just because it's on the other cards too, what do you think on the Seeker missile? Just the comparison to other missiles.
No, it's basically a full mod
Yeah.
shot, which requires only one action. I'm not liking it. Like it gives me first edition vibes, and I only heard like nostalgia stories about it, how it was cool with all the combos where you shoot like harpoon missiles and everything
Yeah,
is triggered.
the nicely balanced harpoon missiles.
Yeah.
And then your opponent explodes. Yeah. Like a Death Star. After that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
don't want it.
Oh man, a new player coming in was also 1.0 on the session. Probably is saying, well, what? What cards? But yeah, it was for anyone new player wondering what it is, because we made the comparison. In 1.0 there was a really strong missile which power crept the heck out of 1.0. And that was called harpoon missiles. I like it like a bit like they have here on one or two ships. It's nice. It's another upgrade that I don't want to see as a custom upgrade. Yeah, but mercenary, for example, I really like from a design perspective.
So you just steal talking from your friend if
Yeah.
it's being destroyed
If
for
he's
him.
dead, he won't need it. So
Yeah, of course.
it's thematic. I like it. It's
Yeah.
very thematic. Yeah.
Yeah, and why was it destroyed in the first place? Because you moved through an obstacle and gave him a red token.
Oh yeah.
An iron, for example.
Oh man, you can just a very niche case. If you have a set who has the crit, which if you don't repair it, you get damage. You give him the stress because then he explodes, does damage, and then gives you a focus. Should be possible.
A bunch of Z95s giving you focuses after being destroyed. Like you have a chain reaction of Z95s destroying themselves with the dead man switch.
And you end up with 5 focus.
Looks like a scene from The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
It's
but
fun.
it's also making it interesting because it is worse, so less points. You can actually have a bit more leeway to build around mercenary because you can have more ships. Like, it's not an intended effect, but on the old one it would be blank. But with this one, better.
I mean, mercenary is the scam only talent.
Yeah,
that would be also thematic. But speaking about Dash, I think they missed an opportunity. They made the new ability for him, which is again based around obstacles. But if they gave him the mercenary ability as his ability, that would be a very nice, fun, and very different ship.
Yeah, or some other extra ability which revolved around like giving tokens. I like the aspect of giving tokens away after you do something, but agree. It's in context of 2.0, it would have been nicer to have something like some different requirement. Do that and that speed, and you can give things away, positive or negative, perhaps. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, for 2.5, I understand it. There's no OG dash, but yeah.
I understand that for 2.5 they need to make the ship playable with new obstacles. So
yeah,
absolutely. But that would be a nice change of dash, I think. So
yeah.
he no longer ignores the obstacles, so he can suffer, but he can be a mercenary.
Yeah. I mean, for 2.0, it's basically the strain and the stress. You can play lots of DP clouds. That's nice. Yeah, and it's interesting because in this dash you like want to have a companion yet, which wasn't the case in the old one.
Yeah. And I just had an idea. AMG loves to shuffle upgrade slots for their ships, and I'm eager to find out what will they be on Dash and Liber in the standard cards.
2 bombs and a cannon. Nothing else.
Two cannons.
3 bombs and 2 cannons. For new identity for
so you can make no scope 360.
Oh yeah.
Missiles.
Hot shot tail blaster.
Bomb missile, and cannon, turret, and bomb. Because with a cannon you have the fixed forwards and the turret at the back, and then the bomb also at the back. Yeah.
So I think it's that's all for upcoming releases. It's not a lot of content, but at least something.
Yeah.
But it's an honest work. It's a meme in a meme. It's not much. It's an honest work.
Yeah. At least 2.0 will get another ship.
Yeah.
For others, much more content, which is nice because we get a new ship, we get customizable pilots.
Yeah, I wonder if it gets a different paint scheme, like maybe slightly different, even for bombers. Maybe. Like gray.
I don't want to buy any more bombers. Come on.
Oh man,
too many.
Hopefully, let's hope that in the Battle of Endor pack they don't have the Imperials don't have bombers.
That pack would have only cardboard, so
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but
Rick,
still.
Rick, don't you want to tell us about why you have too many bombers?
Because I like to play swarms and some other things. So yeah, basically, I've flown the last bomber swarm that I fondly remember was the swarm with bomblets, tracers, and ion missiles and
ion missiles
and torpedoes. So you just lock a poor guy and bomblet him to oblivion. That was fun.
Oh, that reminds me of one of my favorite games. fine. Then I just said, okay, how can we get 2 lists with as many bombs as we wanted on the table? So it was 5 Y-wings with bombs and 6 TIE bombers with bombs. Half of the ship just died to bombs.
Now, were there like concussion bombs available at that time?
Yeah. Like it was, everybody had either concussion bombs or thermals.
God damn.
Oh, nice.
Which was really fun because we both misjudged when to drop the the concussion
Friendly
bombs
fire!
and
Friendly fire!
exactly. I killed 2 of my own chips with my own bombs.
They are
That
dropping
is
bombs
a
on us. No, it's
very
ours.
imperial way to play. So yeah.
Yeah. but it was the lowest generic, so unfortunately I couldn't put discipline on it.
That's okay.
Okay.
Well, what can I say? I can say thank you, Rick, for coming to our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you
thanks
very much.
for inviting me. Maybe next time you can invite me also.
Oh,
I
yeah, of
can
course.
manage to be on the podcast.
We'll be
Or
keeping
maybe
an eye
I'll have
on
some.
you.
Yeah, sure. Did you guys have that wild space format released?
Yeah. It's right now I think worked on to get in the main TTS mod and on point and play ready. But the format itself is ready, the rules are ready. We have a tournament planned with actually there will be hopefully 1 We Left tournament and 1 online tournament in the next months. Already not exactly planned, but we are concretely making plans more concrete behind the scenes.
Super. I need to look into that. There might be some ideas for that overall format that I'm planning for Kaliningrad. Because as I understand that the basic premise is that you took the Legion idea for drafting the scenario cards for the players and applying it for the X-Wing.
Yeah.
That seems cool because, for example, I was advocating using the original environmental cards for tournaments, and we actually, I think we played one tournament using that cards, and a couple of Aces High tournaments using those cards also.
Yeah, in Moscow we had 2 tournaments, like regular tournaments, but we chose 1 card per tournament. So it was Minok Infestation for the first one and Asteroid Shower
Moscow,
for the second.
Always going for an easy way. Sure.
Yeah, why not? And actually, Minok Infestation was the most players count in the whole year.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
17 players.
That was definitely cool.
That was actually the original idea for White Space. That was the thought that started it. We have these cool environment cards, and can we make them more balanced and in a tournament? Balance for so it's balanced and for a big tournament format. And yeah, then they developed in the. Then we came to Legion and saw, okay, this has potential to include more stuff. Like
cool. I need to definitely check that out.
Oh, nice to hear. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll be leaving links in descriptions of video and the podcast itself, to Wild Space, to Legacy website, to everything.
Yeah. Actually, for the listeners to take a look at the website, we have Sochi really, like, if you have didn't visit it in like the last 2 months or so, take a visit. Sochi has really did really great work on it to sprucing it up, and now we have even some intro videos in there, and
Yeah, I had some connection problems right now, so I'll say it again. I managed to update the introduction videos for Wild Space and the standard X-Wing, placed them in every place that you can find them or stumble upon them, and also added a builders page where you can find builders for web, for Android, and print and play also.
yeah.
Guys, don't forget to download Surge's post on Reddit that you usually do. Or Marine. To keep the tradition going. So
Yeah.
We need some stable things in our lives.
Personally, I would advocate for reversed downvotes.
Yeah, that's a nice download. Reverse downloads.
Yeah. So
that's a nice term.
Yeah. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for listening, everybody, and coming
you,
here,
Rick.
Rick.
Yeah, everybody take care and play more X-Wing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, play more X-Wing.
And also, please leave us feedback in any form.
Oh, yeah.
Just comment on Reddit post, in Discord, or maybe you can even send a DM to us, like Sojimoji or Dep10 on Discord. So we are actually getting so little feedback, almost none, and we are eager to get it, to know what we are doing wrong, on what we are doing right, what we should improve.
I can say every message I've gotten, even though they were sparse, every message, hey, this is good, this isn't good, really makes my day. So I'm ready anytime for all your feedback.
Yeah.
And Soji too.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. So bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, cut the chatter.